I'm Samir Ljuma, one of the cinematographers of Honeyland. We are now in London. Let's see how it goes. We were commissioned to work on the new project documenting the activities within Nature Conservation Project, and we had only 3 months to deliver this video documenting their activities. We wanted to make it more visually appealing, and we wanted to search for something which will give us a glimpse into a more traditional way of beekeeping. He found out about this region and village that there was a couple of years ago or many years ago some family which were doing this in traditional way. He went there with my colleague. They found the beehives. After the beehives, kind of a bees brought us to Hatidzie. But if you ask Hatidzie the same question, she will say they don't found me, I found them. We saw that there is a potential. There are many things that in the process of beekeeping you cannot film it in 3 months. You should catch them in spring, in May. So we tried to postpone the time so we can have chance to catch something more. While waiting for this moment, we keep going and filming, and then the story developed. The family arrived, and we still didn't know whether they're part of the story, because we were commissioned to deliver something else. But slowly it becomes a stronger part of the story, and that's why it took us so long to complete this documentary. It was not anymore 3, neither 6 months, but it took us exactly almost 4 years to release the movie, which 3 years we were shooting and 1 year of editing. At a certain point we stopped shooting, they started with editing. The mother was still alive, and later on it happens that she passed away. Maybe I'm revealing some spoilers, and yeah, but it's already released, so yeah. Spoiler alert, so should be careful for those who didn't saw the movie. Of course you're dreaming somehow that, you know, there is a potential, but you never thought that Sundance will happen. You're thinking about Berlin and, you know, like some local, bigger festival. Somehow it happens that right people manage to see the movie. Why we developed that kind of approach where you feel like it's a fly on the wall. Maybe one of the reasons is that none of the crew members understand Turkish language, the language that it's spoken. And I think that because we didn't understand the language, they could freely talk whatever they want. They were not hesitating in the fights, in the conversation, in the deep topics, in everything. We will ask Hatidzie to translate because she speaks Macedonian to tell us, you know, what they were talking about. But her way of expressing not something that will give us what we see in the movie, you know, like the dialogues. It came out after 6 months of shooting more or less on mute because we were waiting for the transcript of all the dialogue scenes to arrive. So I remember, you know, we were sharing, we have a chat group and, you know, like screenshots and like, look this, what she's saying in this scene, you know, like, and we were all so excited. So that was how a movie was developed. There are many unpredictable situations, and we were always limited in amount of time we can spend in the village. No electricity. There are 2, 3, the maximum 4 days if it's more relaxed, if there are not so many events, so we can save the memory cards and the batteries we have enough. Or food. Many times the cats were our biggest enemy. No matter how sweet they were and we loved them, they will always find a way to get our food, which was also limited, so we needed to go back. If we had electricity, we could probably be tempted to use some additional light, and we will ruin the picture. We saw in the camera, in the surrounding, but that was, we had only oil lamps and candle lights and the natural light. Being in situation not to have all the commodity help us to deliver the best possible results. And I'm glad that we are getting recognition for that. I think that they brought from all the footage and all the situations something which will be universal as a message. And we noticed that because in Asia, in United States, in North America, Europe, everywhere it works more or less the same. So more than our environmental, it's about greediness, about ourselves, so what and how we treat the nature. Me personally, I've learned a lot. You know, like we don't need much to exist and to be happy. And this movie also showed that. Hatidje's mantra, you know, take half, live half. If we at least implement in every aspect of our life, it will have everything for everyone, you know, or at least enough.